Hey, welcome to Home Video Hangouts. I'm Cody, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my 10 favorite places to buy physical media online. So, getting right into it, starting with the first one, you can see I have the website for Half Price Books pulled up here. Half Price Books is one of my favorite physical media stores to shop at in general. I have multiple Half Price Books locations near me, and I love going into their stores almost on a weekly basis and just looking at all the movies they have, the books they have, the video games they have. They have really every type of physical media used there. And so I love going to their stores in person and shopping their clearance section and all the various different deals that they have. But they do also have this website, and the website is special because what you can do is you could search their entire inventory on here. And if you see that your local store, which in my case here is the Citrus Heights store, if they have a movie you're looking for in that store, you can just pick it up, like order online and pick it up in that store for free. And if you see that they have a specific movie at another location, you can just go to your local store and ask them to have it shipped for free to that store near you and pick it up there. Otherwise, if you don't have a Half Price Books near you at all, you can just order it online and have it shipped to you like any other website, of course. But just to give you an idea of what this site's like, if we go to movies and TV and we go to recent releases, this is where they're going to show you some of their movie releases they have. So you can see some great titles here already, like Oppenheimer, Titanic, The Exorcist on 4K. And how their website is set up is if I go to, say, for example, this Oppenheimer one right here, this is showing that this is a listing for the 4K version right here. And it has a little bit of information about it. It has some similar movies, stuff like that. It shows what shipping would cost, the price, and whether it's available at my local store. I can also change which store I want to check. But anyway, that's what one of these listings looks like. Some listings, though, will show multiple different formats they have available. I'm trying to find one here that's like that. And in that case, you'd be able to choose, okay, I want this on 4K or Blu-ray or something else. But let me look up another movie, maybe. So if we look up something like, I'm just going to say Fast and Furious, that's a much more common movie that they probably have more stock of. So here's an example of that. So here's an example of the Fast and the Furious, the original movie. It shows a 4K picture, but it shows Blu-ray here. You can click on DVD. They have that version. You can see all the other editions they have. So there's multiple different types. So that's really cool. That just the variety of types of physical media they have available and their inventory of used media is really great because this is a nationwide store that has lots of locations all over the US. So I highly recommend checking out their website. They have lots of other cool stuff too, besides just standard physical media and books. They have collectibles. I always see a lot of Funko Pops there, action figures. They have a great video game collection. They have a lot of kind of like gifts and stuff like that, like stationery and bookmarks, that kind of stuff. So just a really great store. If you ever get to see one in person, it's awesome as well. And if you want a coupon, you can sign up for their emails here. I've done this as well. You just put in some of your information and then they'll send you a coupon for 10% off your purchases. And you can use that on a regular basis. And then on your birthday, they will also give you a little bit better coupon, which I think is 15% currently. And you could use those multiple times and everything. So that's a way to save some money as well. But Half Price Books is a great place to shop both in person and online, and I can't recommend it enough. Now, the next place I'm going to discuss is called Hamilton Book, which is very similar. So I'm going to go to the hamiltonbook.com website, and this store is very similar to Half Price Books, but I've seen that they actually have some lower prices in some cases, and they also have some harder to find items in some cases. So I'm going to just start right here. You see right on their main page this week's price cuts. Every week they cut prices on some of their inventory. And already just scrolling through this, you can see some things that are common. Like here, Robin Hood on DVD, $1.95. Probably not the best price ever on that because it's on DVD, and that's kind of a common one. But otherwise, like this one right here, 1BR, that's a movie I didn't really enjoy watching that much, but I know that this one's a little bit harder to find, and so it's cool they even have that. Also, I can go and look at Blu-rays, just the whole section of Blu-rays they have. And I was looking through this earlier, and some of these titles are ones that I think are a little bit hard to find. Like this Robot Holocaust, I'm not familiar with this, but this is one I haven't seen anywhere. 5.95 is probably not a bad price for that. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. These look like some kind of obscure movies that I don't just see when I'm shopping around at my local stores. So it seemed like there's some really great choices here, some really great inventory. There's some common things here as well, like Sin City. I've seen that all around. Um, but yeah, I definitely take a look at this website because there's some great deals to be had here. And I believe they have 4Ks as well too. I'm just going to do a quick search for 4K. Maybe not, but even if it's just for Blu-rays, these are some really great prices I've seen on here, and they're always changing what discounts they're offering. So definitely check out this website. Oh yeah, you can see right here UHD Blu-rays. So I could filter by that, and then it's going to show me the ones that are specifically 4K. I know this 4K is kind of hard to find, so that's probably a pretty decent deal for that movie. Old, that one can be a little tough to find, I think, but definitely check this out because I for sure have found some great deals here. It's not somewhere I buy from a lot just because I don't think of it before I think of some other places, but definitely you can see some hard to find things here, and it's definitely worth taking a look at. So that's the number two one on my list. You can see they also sell books, DVDs, CDs. They have some web exclusive items, which is cool. So definitely check this website out. Now, third on the list is going to be a website called Groove, groove.com. And this one's a little bit more unique. So this is another one that's going to have rotating deals. They'll typically change slightly every week in my experience, but this is a website that sells all new movies, no used movies. Right here across the top bar of their website is where you could see kind of their specials or their deals going on. And Groove is a really unique website and store. I'm going to go to their about page here because this is basically a direct to consumer website. So if you go to somewhere like Amazon or whatever, the studio's putting out a movie on physical media, you're buying from Amazon, Amazon's making a profit on it. Here, you're essentially just buying directly from Universal Pictures. So, down at the bottom here, you can see this is a Universal Pictures home entertainment site. And Universal Pictures is basically just putting out their movies directly to consumers through this website at a better price. So, for example, here is Dune Part 2. These are their prices for Dune Part 2, which is a brand new movie coming out. I'm not even sure if it's out yet. Let me take a look. I think maybe it is. Yeah, so it just came out, and so this is literally a brand new movie, and you can see the prices right here. This is lower than I've seen at other retailers, and sometimes it may not always be lowest, but typically it will be. So this is really unique that you can get a discount on brand new movies or even pre-orders through going through Groove. Right here, you can see a unique item here too. Limited edition 4K steelbook for the original Twister movie on 4K. That's a one that's just got a 4K release recently. This is still on pre-order, so that's pretty awesome. And you can see the other deals here. So this is they offer an extra 20% off on your first order too, which helps. But here's their current Blu-ray deal: 2 for 18. These are brand new movies again, so I typically don't pay that much for my Blu-rays. But if you found some unique ones that weren't put out on a higher format or hard to find, this could be a good deal. Other ones here, they'll do silly names for different deals they have. So this is Anna May, for the month of May. Um, and then you can also search specifically just all the movies they have too. So they have ways of doing that. Also, new releases are separated, pre-orders are separated, Groove deals, digital releases. So this website's worth checking out on a regular basis and even subscribing to their emails so you could see on a regular basis what they have and what's on sale. But it's just a really unique concept that Universal is doing direct to consumer sales now to help 4K and other physical media collectors save money. And I hope more places start to do this direct to consumer model too, because it's just a really great way to save money on brand new releases. All right, so now next we're going to go to Arrow Video. So if you're not familiar with Arrow Video is a boutique Blu-ray label, And so they're putting out a lot of times older movies or better releases of movies than what were already released. And if you don't care about pricing, you can always just go on this website and buy some really great releases at full price. But what I recommend is checking this site regularly for their sales, because they will, at just certain times throughout the year, have sales on their storage where you can get some incredible deals that you're not going to find anywhere else. Also, if you really want to, if there's some of your favorite movies you want to pre-order and have right away, you can go in and pre-order them. They're special editions. So, like, here's an example of a great movie, Crimson Peak, that just came out with a limited edition 4K release from Arrow. And you could see here, they always put some extra stuff with their movies. So if you were to order this, you're getting a great release of the movie that where they've brought it to a higher format in the best way possible. And they're showing a trailer here on their store, and they're including some extras with it. So looks like there's potentially a poster here. I'm going to see if it tells us exactly what's included. Um, doesn't really show too much detail on what's included, but it looks like there's some kind of poster or something included right here, as well as some pictures. So that's awesome. A lot of times they include booklets or something like that, which makes these releases really special. But you can see it's $45. There's much cheaper ways to find this movie if you don't care about the quality and the release and stuff. But if you're a collector, you want the best release possible. Arrow releases are incredible. So right here, like, here's an example of one of their sales. Easter Carnage sale. So you could look at, for example, what horror movies are going to be part of that. Here are some of the movies they have as part of that sale. So definitely check out this website on a regular basis to see what their sales are. But you could also see coming soon, see what releases are going to be from them coming soon, so you can pre-order them if you want. They definitely put out new releases all of the time, and they just do such an incredible job with everything they release. So check out Arrow Video for anyone who really cares about collecting physical media. You got to check this out, and they also have reward programs like referring friends, signing up for their email list for getting discounts, things like that. But next, we're going to look at a very similar website, which is shoutfactory.com. So, Shout Factory is like Arrow Video in that they're a boutique Blu ray label, and they offer a lot of sales too, as you could see here. And with this site, they have both Shout Factory and Scream Factory. Here's their mailing list discount. And Scream Factory has a lot of horror movies and things like that. Shout Factory is kind of the bigger overall company that has other types of movies, but they do sales on a regular basis too. They also do incredible releases on 4K. You can see, like, right here, here's the Halloween Collector's Edition. Definitely the best version you can get of that specific movie. And they're talking about how, like, for a while they were offering a limited edition poster with that. They don't do that anymore, but this is definitely an incredible release, and it's on sale right now. So just looking through here at some of their special releases, there's some great ones. And so I check this website on a regular basis just to see what their latest sales are. You can check out kind of combination listings like this. So, again, with Halloween, they have a 4K collection that includes multiple movies. So, this is ranging from 1995 all the way through 2002. And they're charging $64.99 for that. So, not a bad deal here. If we look at what else they offer, so you can look at their new releases, and with the new releases, you can see they have things that just came out. I believe they do pre-orders as well on this site. So Natural Born Killers, that's a good one. Point Break, RoboCop. So there's a lot to explore on this website. Music too. They have a counter for when their latest sale ends. Free shipping on orders over $50. And again, you'd always want to sign up for their mailing list, their email list, for a extra 10% discount. So another incredible boutique type label that offers sales on some of the best releases. Now, next on our list is going to be a bigger, more well-known store, and that is going to be eBay. So ebay.com is going to offer some unique ways of buying physical media. I know everyone's probably already heard of eBay, but of course, one way to shop is to just go and search for a specific title. So we can go and look for The Thing on 4K, and then you're going to see used and new copies, and you're going to see different types of releases, and you can bid on some of them, buy it now with some of them. But what I think eBay is best for when it comes to collecting physical media is for if you're either just first starting your collection or if you're looking to really expand your collection, is looking for what's called lots. So if you look at 4K Blu-ray lot, so then you'll see here people listing movies all together in one package deal, like this one, just as an example. If we look at this, this is $77 for 18 movies. So if you think about what you're paying for each movie at that price, that's a very good deal. And so if you are just starting your collection, you don't have any of these, but these are movies you want, or at least most of them are movies you want, you could purchase this and you're going to get an incredible deal paying well under $10 each for these movies. And if, for example, like let's say you wanted all of these movies except 3 or 4 of them are movies you don't care about. In that case, you could still buy them all, get a good deal on them, and resell the ones that you don't care about or you don't want. So eBay is great for doing stuff like that, in my opinion. Of course, eBay is also a place where you could sell things, and you can probably get top dollar for selling your used physical media on eBay, as long as you're okay with dealing with the customer service aspect, the shipping aspect of it, the possibility of people making returns. Those are all things you have to deal with if you're selling on eBay. But eBay offers a unique way to find deals on collections of movies. And so I highly recommend checking out eBay for that. Now, moving on, the next one we're going to talk about is Barnes and Noble. So, barnesandnoble.com is another store that many people have heard of or probably are aware of, but even with the things going on of them closing some stores, people not understanding how a bookstore like this could stay in business, they're still very much established. They have lots of locations around, and they have a great website for searching for all types of physical media, from music, movies, books. And one of the Barnes and Noble stores near me actually has a huge physical media collection for sale all the time. You can check my channel out for my Barnes and Noble walkthrough video where I walk through a huge physical media selection there. But what's great about this site is if we go and we look for movies here under their music and movies section, you can see that we can browse things like the Criterion Collection. We also can go under music and movies, and they'll have a section for Arrow Video. So if you're a movie collector, a physical media movie collector, and you really appreciate these boutique Blu-ray labels, this is a great place to find them all in one place. But also, they will regularly do sales on these different Blu-ray boutique labels. So I remember just a few months back, they had a sale on Arrow Video where all of their Arrow Video stock was half off, which is a really good deal on Arrow Video titles. So you could either order those online, go in store and pick them up, and all of those were half off. And Barnes and Noble has pretty high prices to begin with, so this isn't the first store I would go to if you just want to go and pick up a specific release. Like, for example, if I wanted to pick this one up, this is $34.99 on 4K, which they're saying is discounted from $50. But um, a lot of times you could find these various different releases for lower prices elsewhere. And so these can be cool stores to go look at in person. And if they're doing a specific sale, you can get a really good deal on some higher priced titles that way. But this is just somewhere I would check every once in a while just to see what their current sale is. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend buying from here if things aren't on sale, but it's still a great option that we have, where even though other stores like Best Buy aren't selling physical media at all, and other stores like Target are cutting way back, we still have this as an option where they're getting a lot of new inventory, new releases all the time. So thumbs up to Barnes and Noble for still having good inventory of physical media, even if their prices aren't always the best. Now, moving on, we can't ignore Amazon.com. So, Amazon.com, everyone has heard of, everyone uses Amazon and buys from them. But there are a couple unique ways that you can shop for physical media on Amazon. Of course, everyone's familiar with the ability to just go and search for something like an individual movie and just see what they're selling for. You can see something like The Thing here. You can see a 4K release, Blu-ray release, DVD release, all available on Amazon. But what's special about Amazon is sometimes they will run sales, and they're doing one of those right now. I made another video about this of how they're doing a 3 for $33 sale on some 4K, which is great. But if you go down to this section right here, other sellers on Amazon, this is where you can really find some incredible deals on Amazon. So with this movie, we're seeing Amazon is selling this movie for $18. The 4K release of The Thing is $18 sold directly from Amazon. If I go in here, we're going to see multiple other sellers who are selling this movie too. And we're seeing that, like, for example, Groove that I mentioned earlier, they're selling on here. There's other sellers on here, but in this case, Amazon has the lowest price. If we look at, say, an older, more common movie, though, like I'm going to use an example of, let's just say, Adam Sandler's movie Click. So we look at this Blu-ray release of Click, and let's see here. So with Click, we're looking at $9.89 for shipping from some other store that's not Amazon. But if we go down here, we can see there's multiple other people selling it. Here's another one, a used copy, $8.23 with free shipping. So this is something where you can go on here, you can see lots of different releases, you can see different sellers selling the same items, and you could find some great deals that way. If you spend enough time looking in these used sections on Amazon, you could sometimes find a used copy of a movie that's better than any other deal you're going to find out on the market. And you're still getting Amazon's great customer service, return policies, and shipping speeds and everything like that. So definitely check those out, because Amazon is just a very easy place to purchase from, even from third party sellers a lot of times. So Amazon is worth mentioning here, regardless of whether you're looking for new, used, pre orders, old movies, new movies, whatever. Now, moving on, next one I want to talk about is Target.com, another major well known retailer. This is one where they've cut back on selling physical media, but they are still selling physical media. So if I just type in Blu ray, we're immediately seeing they're still selling Blu-rays. So that's the first thing that's good. And then if we look at something like this movie, so Air, that's somewhat of a recent release. We're seeing DVD and Blu-ray is available through them. Looks like they're thinking they got two different movies listed picture-wise, but you can see they're not offering pickup in store, but they're still shipping. So even though they're not really doing much physical media sales in local Target stores, they're still shipping their inventory of physical media out. And we can even see more recent releases here. They still have Oppenheimer. And this one you occasionally may see in stores, even some of the more recent, really popular ones. But Target's still a good place to check out. If you get their credit card, they offer 5% off your purchase right at that time. They've had some incredible deals for Black Friday, or just some regular deals on just random weeks where they'll offer discounts on all types of media, whether it's books or movies or music. And so even though they've really cut back, they're still a great option to check out to try to find things. And they also have great price matching. So if you see something at another store that's a lower price, but then Target maybe ships faster, or you can pick it up in store possibly, they'll price match and you could sometimes get a better deal that way. Or if maybe another store is out of stock of a specific movie, but Target hasn't stock, they might price match the other store. It's hit or miss whether they'll price match an out of stock item, but it's another kind of strategy you could use to get items sooner, get good deals on them. So Target is still worth checking out. Now, the final one on our list is going to be another well known store. It's going to be Walmart.com. And Walmart is one of the places I probably would go to last. Walmart's not my favorite place to buy movies from, but they are still a good option and they are kind of unique. So here's a title I was looking at earlier on here. It's out of stock currently, but just as an example, here's Maze Runner 4K. And this is out of stock from Walmart right now. But in some cases, when that happens, you'll be able to see, for one, if a store nearby has it in their store or if someone else is selling it through Walmart. So if I say check stores nearby, it's showing stores kind of near me. None of them have this available. That's fine. If we look at another movie, like let's say this one, Hook on 4K, I have this movie in my collection. This is offering shipping, picking up at a nearby store. So you have multiple options, but then you also have other sellers you can check, just like with Amazon. So multiple other people are selling this movie, and so you can see what deal is best. And so, kind of like with Amazon, if you're a fan of Walmart's shipping, or if you can get an item at a local store, sometimes this will be the best way to go to. And it's worth checking what sales they have going on. You can also check the Blu-ray.com app to see what stores have the latest sales, and that will help you in kind of determining, what maybe Amazon has versus Walmart, where the best prices are for certain movies, and what's recently gone on sale. So that was kind of an overview of my favorite 10 places to find physical media online and shop for physical media. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite places to find physical media are. And if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe button down below. I noticed that a lot of people who watch my videos haven't subscribed yet, and subscribing really helps my channel out to grow, and it helps you to stay updated on the latest videos I'm releasing, the latest deals I find on the market. And if you want to see more great physical media content, look at the playlist and video above where I have more of my content linked. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.